Initial D fans will say drifting is faster. Racing drivers will say grip is faster. The average person will say drifting looks fast AF. While the drifter will say, both are pretty fast, dude. The thing is, Ayrton Senna, one of the fastest drivers of all time, kept jumping between one and the other. So how can we be sure of which one is the fastest? It's the age-old question. Encoding a bot that drifts on the absolute limit of perfection may hold our answer. Traditionally, drifting consumes a whole set of tires every couple runs. This means, in a race, that you're stopping anywhere from 25 to 39 times to change tires. That isn't winning any race anytime soon. And that's why racers usually try not to drift. But in the Initial D anime, they talk about a concept called Kansei Drifto. Kansei Drifto. I'm not gonna pretend I'm the expert on that, but what I know is that it means low-angle drift. We're not talking about FD and big clouds of smoke. If you know Fujiwara, you know gum tape deathmatch, where you can't take your hand off the wheel, basically from here to here. And what does all that have to do with this? Well, let's go far to Ayrton Senna's cockpit, where the driver has only got enough space to turn from here to here. Now, let's try to take one hand off the wheel. It's from here to here. Whoa. When we're racing, we have to be on the limit always. That means you can't just turn with the steering. You have to also turn with the accelerator. Yeah. Now, in drifting, you hit the gas, you spin. But wait a second, let's just gently... we're not spinning, but we're turning. And to do that is to be just over the limit. So listen to Senna's throttle technique. As soon as he enters, he's tapping that throttle to reach the limit. So he is not drifting. Or is he? Well, he's mostly turning with the throttle, but look at his hands. He, of course, never leaves the gum tape deathmatch zone. He is Kansei drifting. As in racing, every millisecond counts. And no human being is capable of such precision enough to deliver the exact times we need. I decided to code a bot that would perfectly Kansei drifto. Basically, as it's turning the car, it starts stabbing the gas. Then it looks at the screen to see if the steering is a little too much left or too much right, and presses or releases the gas accordingly. This ensures it's not over counter steering, so the drifting is the fastest possible. This reminds me that in FD, when the chase driver is falling behind, they usually lower the angle so they can catch the leader. And after finally having a successful run, we can compare the times of a completely driftless turn with that of a low-angle drift. Boom! We've got your answer. If you drift, you gain an average of 6/100ths of a second per corner. And that means that with an average of 17 corners per F1 circuit and an average race length of 58 laps, you're gaining a whole 60 seconds, which in racing is a lifetime. Here's the latest F1 race result. If you finish the race anywhere within the first 6 positions, congratulations, you've just won the Grand Prix. And that was just by drifting alone. Making the drift bot was pretty fun and challenging, and you can see how I made it right here